Hello everyone, I am Sailis BK and today I'm going to talk about a persuasive speech related to video games can be educational to everyone, including students. First of all, I want to say that you are actually smarter and healthier with video games. According to the HuffPost of 2014, video games can help kids and students develop their emotional and intellectual skills, which supports academic achievements. Uh, Everywhere I go, I always find that people are not going to let their kids play video games because it's going to destroy their career or something like that. For this reason, it is important for me to persuade you all that video games are actually great for everyone, including kids and students. Today, I'm going to talk about games, not just any games. I'm going to talk about all those games you should be playing, which will improve your brain functions. This includes video games of PS4, Xbox, and PC games out there, and other platforms also. Uh, if I take myself as an example for this context, I would fit perfectly. I'm also going to talk about all those delusions of video games in our society and what type of games you should be playing, and also some of the negative impacts of video games. According to American Psychological Association post of 2014, it claims that video games may boost children learning, health, and social skills. Video games sharpens one's memory, and it also helps in improving the problem-solving skills. What I'm trying to say is that, on average, video games are one of the top source of entertainment, and people try to solve the puzzles inside the game. And during this process, people tries to use their brain and they learn new tips and tricks. However, on average, most of the household had some kind of argument about bad influence of video games and why children should avoid those kind of video games. I mean, why is something so bad if your mind is really interesting and interacting and focused on something? For example, by playing video games like action games, role-playing games, simulation games, puzzle games, strategy games, etc., helps to solve different difficulty level in game, which improves your brain function as well, and children develops their problem-solving skills and become creative and expressive. His or her ability to think critically and can utilize their skills in real world, which is the whole point of this topic. Also, and obviously there are negative impacts of video games out there. According to howtoadult.com, a post of 2018, on an article found that children can have a loss of appetite, increased aggressions, poor performance in class, and stuff like that, and some social isolation, and some other problems are like muscle pain because too much of sitting down in one spot, and seizure by sitting too close to the monitor, and lack of vitamin D by not going outside of the house, and sleep deprivation. I know that you guys are thinking now, I know what you guys are thinking now, but the reality is something different. These problems only happen if you are going to play the game too much. Which means, as we all know, that too much of anything is harmful for anyone. We learn some things and techniques that are not taught in books. Video games tries to give chance to be more practical. This is more like a judgment call for you, and it depends on you how you're gonna use it and utilize it. Of course, there are good sides and bad sides of video games. Obviously, there's gonna be a good side and bad side of video games. In conclusion, a healthy practice of video game can be beneficial to anyone, and it leads to a healthier life. However, if you try to overdo it, and at the same time, if you try to do it in a negative or in an unhealthy manner, the same thing can be terrible. Video games leads to creativity, social interaction, new skills, and brain development, etc. What I recommend is you should play video games at least 30 minutes to 1 hour in a day. 1 hour in a day. I promise you will find difference and you will see a result by yourself. I thank you for being here today for my speech. I hope you enjoy and you learn something from it. And I hope you will consider my persuasive speech and you will pursue it through your own practice. Thank you.